Well, hey there, everybody. Welcome to my booth. My name's Jay, if we haven't met yet. Today, we're listening to Lisa Clegg, the talented and lovely Lisa. Thanks for sending this in, Lisa. If you'd like me to review audio just like this of yours, there's a form in the description of this video. Fill it out, send me something, and we'll do a video like this ASAP. Just be patient with me while I work my way through everyone else who's already submitted. And if you like this stuff, you know we appreciate it if you take the couple seconds to click those buttons down there. It helps other folks find us. Without further ado, hey, Lisa, do your thing.
The Bookworm is the only place in town where being sociable and friendly is a must. You'll enjoy our comfortable settings, crackling fireplaces, and the latest in fiction, art, and new releases.
Oh, that sounds like such a lovely place to hang out. Crackling. So, Lisa, there are a couple things that I really appreciate you doing here. The big one is you're taking certain words, and onomatopoeic isn't the correct way to describe it because it's not quite that. But for example, crackling.
Crackling fireplaces.
Ooh, we can feel the crackling fireplace by virtue of the way you've said it, which I think is really, really great. My only note for this is the music you've chosen is so bouncy and lovely and joyful, and the description and text is so cozy, and you're already so warm and inviting in your performance of it. I think you can just go further in that sort of joyful, warm, and inviting thing. And one trick that I would suggest, I don't know if you're already doing this, and if you are, I would say to just go further with it. But if, for example, I talk about my booth like this. Hey everybody, welcome to my booth. It's lovely in here and it's nice and warm and cozy and crafted, and you can check out the crackling fire just over there in the corner. Versus, hey everybody, welcome to my booth. It's nice and warm and cozy in here, and just over in the corner there's a crackling fire that you can cozy up next to and read a book if you'd like. Just by virtue of me smiling, granted I was pasting a bit of joy and happiness on there, but not a lot. I really, truly, just by virtue of smiling, that sort of thing comes naturally. And this is a spot where that'll just send it off into the stratosphere. Let's hop to the next one.
Got a bozo who's bugging you? Put him in his place with Bozo Glue. Bozo Glue is a fast-acting glue that will stick your target and their assets together for up to 30 minutes.
That spot is really, really funny, and I like the range that you've given it because there's the got a bozo, this bozo over here. Well, then you need to do this. I think that's a really great dynamic range to throw in there. Let me listen to it again.
Got a bozo who's bugging you? Put him in his place with Bozo Glue. Bozo Glue is a fast-acting.
The thing I would say, I love the juxtaposition of the, hey, got a bozo that's bugging you? Put him in his place with this thing over here. But I think you could pull it down a little bit and make it more conversational. Right now, it's sort of, hey, got a bozo that's bugging you? Not the way you did it, but, you know, that's the bad version. Instead of that, if you go, hey, you got a bozo that's bugging you? You can have the same sort of energy, but just make it more incisive and personal to the individual you're talking to. Because right now it's sort of generally presentational, which is totally fine, but I think it would be perhaps better, at least to my taste, if you made it, got a bozo that's bugging you? You know what, Mom? You got a bozo that's bugging you? You need this thing that's going to stick them in their place, and it's going to stick their assets together for a long time. I think that sort of like toned down and incisive version might be interesting. I would give that a try.
Electric blue, neon pink, gothic red. If you want to light up the club with a whole new look, get beyond graphic hair color. Metallic, loud, and wild. Go bold with Beyond Graphic Hair Color.
You know, that is such, I love the selection of 3 spots because they are so different. You've got this like cozy book place, which I feel like really suits you without knowing you, listening to your voice. I feel like that's your kind of joint, the books and cozy fireplaces. And then the shoe glue thing, or I don't know, the glue asset trapper is, is sort of a quirky, I don't know, I can imagine like a dude from Long Island or Brooklyn reading that spot. And so I think that juxtaposition is really nice. And then you've added a third sort of aspect or color to the wheel here, which I think is really, really lovely. And I would just encourage you to go further because right now you're edging into the different tones, but instead of jumping, if we were to give you like a pie chart and divide it into thirds, you're sort of still hovering in the center. You're maybe pushing a toe out into the blue, violet, neon. You want to turn heads at the club. We want you, if you're standing in the center of the circle, you need to jump all the way to the other end of the spectrum, particularly if you're going to put these different spots together, which is going to give us a great idea of your range as a performer, but also just the different like shoes you can step into. So for the first one, just go further with the like, hey, this is the cozy little, I love my little blankets and my books, and there's the fire, like that sort of read, not necessarily my version, but. And then the next one, hey, you got the Bozo Glue over here, the bad version, but like that sort of angle. And then this next one, however you want to do it, but place it on the far end of that spectrum, whatever it is. Go to the point where you're almost uncomfortable with where you are, and then listen back and see how dramatic that change is, because I think that'll really help to give you a more developed range in a promo like this or a demo like this. Let's hop to the next one.
One of the things I love most is fresh homemade food. So why would I ask anyone else to expect less? At Cozy Kitchen, I feed you the way I like to eat. We have specialty omelets, hot soups, and warm breads.
That's a great one, too. It reads similarly to the book one in terms of the content, but I love that you've made it more like down homey. And again, the same thing I would say, just go further with it. So you've got the cozy book place, and then this is the cozy kitchen. And I sense sort of that you've cast yourself as almost like a rancher in this, where you're like, hey, at the cozy kitchen, I'm going to feed you what I like, and it's going to taste like this. Just go further with that sort of persona or angle, but still make it inviting to the person. And I do think that in all of these, be a little bit more specific about who precisely you're talking to. And I think particularly with the library one versus this one, the person you're talking to for each of those, at least in the way you've done them here, is going to be pretty different. I won't put ideas in your head, but just make sure you're casting a specific person. Let's go to the next one.
Now this is just ridiculous. I can't even enjoy my...
That phone ringing startled me. I thought it was in my real world.
Now this is just ridiculous. I can't even enjoy my dinner without being interrupted by telemarketers. I don't need a new credit card or a new insurance company. From now on, I'm sending any unwanted calls to my Advantage voicemail.
That one's interesting. The way that you've performed it, I don't know that I buy that you're the type of person that gets upset like that. You seem very nice to like, oh man, shucks, which I love. I could be wrong, but you don't seem like the person to type of person to get riled up. So in this one, again, I would say go further. You could write that on a Post-it note, put it there, go further, go to the point where you're uncomfortable. Now, this is just ridiculous. I can't believe I'm eating my dinner and then this is what happens. You know what? From now on, I'm going to put all of my voicemails on this system. One thing I will say about the sound design that you have here, the shift in music, when I first listened to this, and again, the phone call thing startled me because I thought it was here, even though I've listened to it a couple times. The shift in music from the real world with the sort of diegetic sound where we get the sense that you're eating dinner or stirring your coffee or something.
I don't need a new credit card or a new insurance company. From now on,
I thought it was the start of a new ad when that music kicked in. So just be careful there when you make that transition in your editing, that it's clear that it is the same product, the same ad. I don't really know how you would do that off the top of my head, but that's something to flag and maybe give someone a listen when you've tweaked it a little bit and make sure that they're clear.
When I became a firefighter, I thought of it more as a job than anything else. But now I stand proud of the work I've done and the lives I've saved. Thank you for listening.
So that last one, we've heard those ads all the time, but it'd be interesting, I think, if you really pulled it back and almost threw stuff away to the, when I became a firefighter, like a conversational confessional type thing almost. When I became a firefighter, I was like this, and now I'm really proud of everything that I've done. But all in all, Lisa, really, really nice work. And I think the big note from me is simply go further. If you feel yourself kind of sticking in a comfort zone a little bit, draw a line for you that's a little bit further than you want to go to and aim for it and go further than that even, and then listen back and see how much range you've developed there. I hope this is helpful for you all, and you especially, Lisa. If you have any questions about this or anything else voiceover related, you're always welcome to drop me a line here on my website. There's coaching on my website. It's very similar to this, but we just get to work more closely one-on-one, either via email or in a one-on-one session. In any case, until the next one of these, I'll see you then, and be well. Toodles.